the red lanterns, and the little white cap. Ali helped his mother, Aisha, in the kitchen. They were busy making dumplings for Chinese New Year. "These are special," Ali said, carefully folding the dough. "The meat is halal, so our whole family can enjoy them." Aisha smiled and showed him how to pinch the edges into a perfect crescent shape. Across the street, Rick was helping his father, Jun, decorate their porch. They were hanging bright red lanterns that swayed in the breeze. "The red color brings good luck and wards off bad spirits," Jun explained as he lifted Rick up. Rick reached high to hook the lantern onto the wooden beam. On Monday, the school hallway was filled with gold dragon decorations. Ali and Rick met at their lockers before class. They were both wearing red sweaters. "My house smells like ginger and soup," Rick said excitedly. "Mine too," Ali replied. "We are both getting ready for the big New Year." Ali pulled a small, clean white cap from his bag. "On New Year's morning, my family goes to the mosque to pray and give thanks to Allah," he told Rick. "Then we come home to greet our parents and grandparents." Rick looked at the cap and nodded, learning something new about his friend's morning. Rick told Ali about his own family's traditions. "We don't go to a mosque, but we visit all our relatives to wish them health and wealth," Rick explained. "We bring 2 bright oranges to every house we visit. It's a sign of good fortune," he mimed, handing over the fruit to Ali. "Wait," Ali asked, "do you get red packets with money inside too?" Rick's eyes went wide. "Yes, my grandparents give me hongbao." Ali laughed and gave Rick a high five. "Me too. My parents call it Aidi or hongbao too. Some things are exactly the same." Finally, the night of the big community celebration arrived. The town hall was glowing with golden lights. Ali and Aisha arrived first, carrying a large tray of their homemade halal dumplings. Ali looked around at the decorations, feeling very proud of his culture and his faith. A moment later, Rick and Jian walked through the doors. Rick was carrying a box of sweet rice cakes called Nian Gao. He looked through the crowd of people until he spotted a familiar face. "Ali!" "Over here!" Rick shouted, waving his arm as high as he could. The 2 families sat together at a long, round table. There was a wonderful feast spread out before them. There were special plates of halal food for Ali's family and traditional treats for Rick's family. Everyone shared the food and talked about their favorite parts of the holiday. Suddenly, the sound of loud drums filled the hall. It was time for the lion dance. Ali and Rick stood together, watching the colorful lion leap and spin. They knew that even though they prayed in different ways, they were best friends who loved celebrating the New Year together. Dates and dumplings for Ramadan. The sun was not yet up when Ali sat at the kitchen table. It was the first day of Ramadan, the holiest month for Muslims. His mother, Aisha, placed a bowl of warm kanji and some boiled eggs in front of him. "Eat well, Ali," she whispered. "This meal, suhoor, will give you strength until the sun sets." Ali nodded, feeling a quiet excitement for the month of prayer and patience ahead. At school, the lunch bell rang with a loud clang. Students hurried to the cafeteria, but Ali stayed in his seat. Rick noticed his friend didn't have a lunchbox. "Ali, did you forget your food?" Rick asked, looking concerned. Ali shook his head and smiled. "No, Rick. I'm fasting for Ramadan. That means I don't eat or drink while the sun is in the sky." Rick pulled up a chair. He wanted to know more. "Doesn't it make you very hungry?" he asked. Ali explained. "A little bit, but fasting, we call it Psalm, is about more than just food. It's about practicing patience. It helps me learn how to be the boss of my own feelings and stay calm even when things are tough." Ali continued, "When my tummy rumbles, it reminds me of people who don't have enough to eat every day. It makes me want to be more generous and help others." Rick nodded slowly. "So it's like a workout for your heart?" Ali laughed. "Exactly. It's a way to feel closer to Allah and to our neighbors. Rick didn't want his friend to feel lonely. I'll stay here with you, Rick decided. We can look at my new book about space instead of going to the cafeteria. Ali felt a warm glow of friendship. For the rest of the week, Rick stayed by Ali's side during lunch, making the time pass quickly with stories and drawings. On Friday afternoon, Ali had a special question. Rick, tomorrow is the weekend. Would you and your dad like to come to my house for iftar? That's the meal where we break our fast. Rick's eyes brightened. I'd love to. I'll ask my dad right now. The two friends walked to the school gate, feeling excited for the next day. Saturday evening arrived. In the kitchen, Ali helped Aisha prepare the feast. They arranged a plate of sweet, brown dates next to a large bowl of hand-pulled noodles with stir-fried vegetables. It's a mix of our favorite things, Aisha said. Tradition and our Chinese heritage all on one table. There was a knock at the door. Rick and his father, Jun, were standing on the porch. Jun was carrying a box of almond cookies. Thank you for inviting us, Jun said warmly. Rick gave Ali a quick wave. The house smells amazing, Ali. I can't wait to try everything. As the sun dipped below the horizon, everyone gathered around the table. Ali picked up a date. We break the fast with these first, he told Rick. Rick took a date too. They both took a bite at the same time. The sweetness was a wonderful reward after a long day of waiting. Soon, the table was filled with laughter and the sound of clinking chopsticks. They shared the noodles, the dumplings, and the cookies. Rick looked at Ali and realized that even though their families had different traditions, they shared the same love for food, family, and being good friends.